Hello everybody, how are you? My name is Sheikh Jang. I am from Paris. I am a journalist based in Paris, the capital city of France, where I'm giving my opinion, my humble opinion on issues around the world. I have two channels. This is my second channel. This is a special English channel. I only use English language in this channel, and my other channel with something like 9,000 followers, I make videos in French and in Spanish. Well, I am here today to give my opinion on something which is, according to me, a problem in a democracy, and I'm definitely convinced that the United States is a democracy. I've been reading the news this morning, and the intelligence services have briefed the President of the United States, and they have told him that they have evidence that Vladimir Putin, the President of Russia, is trying to undermine the presidential election to make Trump win again. Well, this is a little bit, this makes me afraid. Why? Because this was the argument, the very argument used by the Democratic Party for around 2 years, accusing Trump of winning the election thanks to Vladimir Putin. An investigation was carried out by the United States Justice, the Mueller report, we know about it, and Robert Mueller ended up concluding that there was no collusion, no obstruction, and that there was no interference. All right? 2 or 3 weeks ago, Donald J. Trump was acquitted by the United States Justice. No interference, no collusion, none of that. And for some reason, 9 months before the presidential election of 2020, the same argument comes back again. The intelligence services tell us that they have gathered evidence that Russia is trying again to interfere in the United States election. And today or tomorrow or in 2 days' time or in 3 days' time, they will tell us that Russia is trying to do everything to make Trump win the elections again. And if Trump wins the election, we have another Russian dossier as the one we had 2 years ago. I think this is ridiculous, because the United States is a great democracy. I'm from Africa. I'm from a French-speaking country called Senegal, a former French colony that became independent in 1960. I've been living here in Paris, in France, for 10 years now. I am a great lover of America. I'm definitely in love with America. The American way of life, the American language, English, the American politics. I'm very interested in that, and I have no doubt that America is a democracy. But when I see the way some people are treating Trump, I feel like there is a problem. You can be against Trump. You can be against Trump's policies. You can be against Trump's administration. But you should not put in doubt, you should not question the fact that he is a president duly elected by his people. Trump won the election in 2016 because the American people, or the American Democratic voters, turned their back on Hillary Clinton. And today, when some people tell me that Trump did not win the election, He won them because Russia helped him win this election. I think there is a problem, guys. I'm really concerned about this great nation whose democracy is dying right now. Or some people in America are trying to kill democracy. All right? The Democratic Party knows that it cannot win against Trump. Everybody knows that. The Democratic Party is divided. We have Bernie Sanders, who is gaining traction. Where is Joe Biden? Joe Biden is absolutely out of the game. What about Bloomberg? This guy has spent $400 million in advertisements, and it turns out that he cannot win arguments in the Democratic debate in Nevada. What about Elizabeth Warren? So-so. What about Peter Buttigieg? So-so. The Democratic Party is divided and has never been that divided in history. There is no candidate in that party who can win the election against Trump. No candidate. And at the same time, meanwhile, Trump is doing good in the economy. The United States economy is doing good. African American people are working. Latinos are working. Okay, the United States economy is thriving. Okay, Trump was acquitted. He is doing a good job. So I think what the Democratic Party has to do is to make politics, or to do politics, because they have stopped doing politics for around 2 years now. Impeachment all day long. Impeachment all day long. You cannot win arguments when your only argument is impeachment. Russia dossier, Ukrainian dossier, the Pfizer dossier. You cannot win elections in America when you don't have arguments. And what this guy is doing, Bloomberg, is absolutely scandalous. This guy has nothing but money and thinks that he can buy the elections with his money. And what about the Ukrainian dossier? I have something which is absolutely disturbing to me. This is something disturbing. Joe Biden told the press during a press conference, I don't know if it was a press conference or an event, he acknowledged that he took his phone and called the Russian president, Petro Poroshenko, and pressured him to fire the Russian prosecutor who wanted to investigate his son Hunter Biden, involved in a corruption scandal in Ukraine, because he was working in a Ukrainian oil company called Burisma. Joe Biden said that publicly. Imagine if Trump said that. The turmoil, the media turmoil that will shake this world. The problem today is that there is no Russian interference. Putin has nothing to do with American elections. Putin has no interest in supporting Trump or supporting somebody else. Today, Putin has become the scapegoat. When things are wrong in the Western societies, Putin turns out to be the only responsible for that. The Democrats should understand something. You cannot win elections if you don't have arguments. You cannot win elections if you don't do politics. Trump has been doing politics for 2.5 years. You have not done politics. Your only argument has been impeachment. He has not been impeached, has been acquitted by his justice, and today you have to start forgetting about the Russian interference and try to focus on what you can bring to the American people. Today you are losing the battle. You are being ridiculous. The whole world is laughing at you. You should stop this game, guys, and try to win arguments if you don't want to lose elections. Otherwise, Trump will win, and I think his victory will be absolutely a deserved victory. That's my point of view on the issue. Thanks very much. This is my new channel in English. If you are interested in French or in Spanish, you can watch my other channel with more than 9,000 followers. I hope that some people will give me the opportunity to share my views, my videos here, and give me the opportunity to be known in the English-speaking world. I just love America. I'm not here to lecture anybody. I'm not giving any democratic lecture to anybody, because America is a great democracy. I do love that country, and as a journalist, as a student of international media, and as a political commentator, a humble political commentator, and also as a French, English, and Spanish teacher in Paris, I feel like it's sometimes good to give my opinion as a foreigner about a country that I really love so much. Okay, so God bless America, and hope to see you again. Goodbye from Paris. Bye.